Welcome to a special test drive, and I'm Darin with my good buddy
Shaun Cole.
And today we have 3 cars that we're testing, all very similar. Cars that we both love.
We've been waiting a long time for these cars.
We did some serious racing in a car similar to this, didn't we?
Yeah, we did a lot of racing in one of these.
Endurance racing in a Porsche with our old buddy Len Okel.
At this very track many a time.
Yep. So what we're talking about is now, why don't somebody out there tell us what the proper pronunciation is? RUF, Porsche in iRacing, and we're going to go to the Daytona Road course, and we're going to do 3 laps in each version of the car. We're going to start with the track version. Shaun has yet to drive the car, by the way. I've taken it for some laps. He's going to be shooting. I think I ran a 143, by the way.
Okay.
So I think I ran a mid or high 143. So see if you guys can beat that time in the track version of the car. Anyway, it's releasing today. We are in the alpha build of iRacing, and we are running with the Thrustmaster TX 458 Italia racing wheel, and with the GTE rim, T500 pedal set, and all sorts of goodies. We've got a Sim Instruments dash, got some Derek Spear Designs boxes. We also got Sim Vibe running, Sim Experience by Sim Experience with some butt kickers. So
this is the ultimate experience, and all I have to do is press the yellow button when I get permission to drive this car finally.
Yeah, Shaun has not been allowed to drive the car yet. So, or I can press test when I'm ready to go. So it's going to be a little loud here. Man, first of all, let's listen to the sound of this thing. Have you checked the dash out yet? Go all the way down. Let's check out the dash real quick.
Look at this Porsche. Look at this RUF. That is pretty cool. I love that dash. I love that sound.
It shows the
oh wow,
tire pressures.
Ooh, that's interesting.
So I've done a little tweaking to this setup. Got low fuel. Shaun's going to run an out lap and 2 laps, almost like a qualifying effort. And basically, this is our road to Daytona 2.4 here. Let me turn this down a little bit. I hope they're running this car. They better run this car. In the Daytona 2.4 hours coming up. And I figured, go ahead, Shaun, let her rip.
I'm going to take it a little bit easy because I've never driven this car.
And this is a one shot here, 3 laps and you're done. And then we're going to go to the rear wheel drive street car that you have to actually, you don't have to, but it's meant to gate shift with a clutch. This 4 sequential now, oh, my Ghost is there.
That's not going to help me keep it under control any.
I can turn it off.
Nah, I'll leave it.
If it bothers you, let me know and I'll turn it off. Sometimes Ghost cars for me kind of distract my, hit my apexes. And when that thing starts warming up, I hit that flat out on my 43.911.
It kicked out quite a bit that time on the cold tires.
Oh, it'll get looped. Now coming around this bend, I think 3rd gear is going to be optimal when we're really rolling. It gets twitchy there, and then the banking is just the banking.
I know this combo.
How do you like it so far?
This feels great. The force feedback is really tight.
I got it cranked up to about 30, 85 force feedback in the driver. Brake past the 2, right about there. 3rd gear here, or 4th. I'm sorry, it's 4th gear. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Nice save. 4th gear through here.
Through the whole thing?
Yeah. Definitely not flat. You gotta tiptoe. Setup is pretty locked. Can't change the gear ratios. This is it. Watch, this thing's gonna tap out.
Peak out. Yeah, you can hear it coming already.
It screams to 9 grand here. Let's pretty much same braking markers as the prototype. Right past here. Hit it hard.
Porsche oversteer there under braking.
Went a little too deep. A little too much trail braking there. Oh yeah, let's turn this. Oops, sorry. Obviously, we're going raw with this too.
I'm really feeling the bumps and the force feedback here.
Well, you feeling the sim vibe too.
Oh, this is a beautiful car.
Isn't it? This is now probably my favorite car. I was going to say in iRacing, but I'm thinking of all sim racing, man. This thing is a blast to drive. You can really feel what it's doing. You know, this isn't like, oh, let me learn how to drive. This is, let me feel what this car can do and then take it to its limit.
Oh, you really feel it kick out.
Yeah. Like front end Porsche, you know, motors in the rear. And so if you've ever driven a real Porsche, and I've driven a few, not like this type of speeds, but have you driven a Porsche?
No, I just know of that. Well, I've driven a flat bug.
Those are rear engine, right?
Mid-engine.
Okay, so that's a little bit different. You got the engine. So these are very unique to where the one I drove, little cut, slow down. I drove like a 78 911 SC, and you know, maybe not even 200 horsepower.
Come on.
They're still making me slow down.
Crap.
And that front end is dicey. I mean, it was just a stock 911 SC.
This one's a little dicey, but I mean, it's got a really firm plant to it. You can drive it hard, it feels like.
Not too much trail braking. Give it a little blip on. I have no aids, so you got to do a blip. There's no auto blip. That may be why your car got kicked out to that one. There you go. So now, from what I understand, you buy the one car, you get all three. You get all three versions of the car, which is a first for iRacing. They've never had three versions of one car become available at the same time. And here's the thing too, all three are vastly different. I have not driven the all-wheel drive, so we're going to test that one raw, both of us. I'll let you drive the stick street version. Which
I drive that.
That was the first one I drove. Man, that thing's a handful. You think this thing's a handful? Wait till you drive that one. Once you finish this lap, and then we'll put you in the other one. And I got another surprise for you. That feel cool through there?
Yeah.
You hit it pretty good there.
Not a bad lap. Not a great one, though.
It's like we were mentioning, we're hoping that the 2.4 hours of Daytona, which has now become an annual event for iRacing, has this car as the secondary car. Last year they had the McLaren, wasn't it?
Yeah.
McLaren in the prototype. So what you ran? 46.4. Phone ringing there, turn that off. All right.
Well, that was a really amazing car. I think I heard you say it while I was driving. That might be one of your favorite cars in sim racing right now. That car is a lot of fun to drive.
Here, let's back up a little bit. Listen to that exterior for a second.
I've just always been a fan of Porsches, and I mean, they're the epitome of club racing cars to me. Oh yeah, that is me not blipping the throttle all the way.
Look at the tire flex, you see it?
Yeah.
Did you feel it when you spun actually?
Oh yeah, and you're totally feeling that crossed up. Look at the yellow brakes. I love that.
And iRacing's really bumped their sounds up, man. That thing sounds wicked, doesn't it?
That is a wicked beast of a car that is so fun to drive.
Okay. Okay, so now I got a little surprise here for Shaun. He doesn't know what I've got here. First of all, we're going to put him in the rear-wheel drive car. By the way, you're going to clutch, stick it, and you're going to go to California Speedway.
Look at that. All right, do competition. That one uses the backstrap. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, that's awesome.
So Shaun didn't know we've got Auto Club Speedway.
I
That's
did
also
not.
coming out today. Tony Gardner, I'd like to thank Tony Gardner for letting us go on the back end of iRacing on the Alpha. This is all Alpha, by the way.
Can I go?
I never got to, yeah, go for it. I never got to drive.
Oh, it's gonna be the same. This is just a different motor and
Yeah,
tranny
same. Yeah, it's
configuration.
pretty much the same interior.
What's the beeping? Shift indicator?
Oh, that might be on the.
Whoa.
Oh, the dude. Oh, whoa, yeah. I meant to tell you, this is a much different car.
Wow. Okay, yeah. Wow.
Yeah, this is a different animal. I don't know this track so better than you're driving it.
I don't know this version so well. I kind of do.
I've camped right down in here. I camped right on this straightaway, as a matter of fact. Went to this track for the '97 inaugural race, NASCAR, of course. Jeff Gordon race. Just underdrive it. Drive it like a street car with street tires, man. Because this thing.
Drive it like I own it?
Yes. Drive it like this is your roof Porsche that you just took to a track day, and you've already spun once.
On the out lap. Oh.
Yeah, I don't think you've made it one corner. Look at that. That's a little shame.
Oh, no.
Cut. Yeah, they gave you a cut. This looks like a fun little road course.
This is right where I blew my go-kart motor. Right here.
Sounds like you're gonna blow this thing too.
Right here, I blew it.
Shaun's driven a shifter cart on the moto configuration. Is that what you drove?
Yeah.
I was supposed to go to a track day in my Camaro on this configuration, and remember when my rear end blew up?
Yeah. All right, whoa, this car is a handful. This car is a real big handful.
Told you. Actually, I told you after you spun. You know what? Maybe let's go to the setup here real quick. We may need to add a little rear. I think I might have taken some rear wing out.
Were you getting through that corner?
I haven't driven it. You were the first to drive Auto Club Speedway. This thing's a little beast though too, isn't it?
Yeah, oh, that wing helped a ton.
I can tell.
This thing really needed that wing.
Yeah, I took it out for Daytona. And then I think I switched to the track car. I don't even know if I drove it with that wing.
Still a little bit of
That was your
oversteer.
surprise. No, I'm just kidding. Auto Club. What an awesome version.
Whoa, you feel that?
You better put both hands on the wheel. That's more like it. Driving a track day. How do you like to feel that wheel?
This wheel is just so in tune with this game and car right now.
Game?
Sim. I don't have any ice feeling at all, you know? Like I am just 100% in tune with the front end of the car.
Doing, huh?
Yeah. I mean,
you can feel body roll, you can feel tire flex.
and that's both front
Tire
and rear.
roll.
It's in the front steering and in the rear end, you know?
Whoa, you're a little drifting.
Woo!
Oh, and then you're misshifting. Drifting and misshifting.
All right, here we go. Turn one.
All right, this is one more lap after this. So this will be your. Whoa!
Another doctor on a track day.
I think you need to go down low.
Yeah.
I think you're trying to get up on the banking. I don't know if that's.
Dang it.
You want to go again?
We should probably switch cars.
Capable of giving the McLaren MP4 12 GT3 a run for their money. I wonder if those will both be in the race.
Let's race that later tonight.
Oh, we should set up a Maybe we're gonna set up a little hosted race in these cars tonight. McLarens versus Porsches.
Oh, yes.
Let's do it.
All right.
No, no stick. You're back to paddles.
Clutchless. It's a clutchless car.
This is out full tanks. Oh, I wonder if one's aspirated, one's turbo.
Oh. Gotta explain that horsepower and torque difference. This way. This is not turbo. It is.
Gotta kick it out. Here, like on that underside. That thing seems to be proven pretty good.
Yeah, this thing's really sticky. That was pretty flat out through there, and the other car went around right there.
Go high on the banking. See how it handles that.
This is great. What a great combination.
Like you're at a Porsche Club event.
Yeah.
That thing's grooving.
Wow.
All right, here, stop. Stop on the back straight here. Can you, the clutch doesn't work? I was gonna say rev it up and drop the clutch and see what the tires work. You can't put it in gear and hit and clutch it, can you? The thing seemed to grab pretty quick.
Oh, the clutch works.
Rear wheel drive. So it seems like now.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, we're driving. I love this. A Porsche with a Ferrari wheel. We've done the other combo before, a Porsche wheel with a Ferrari car. It might be one of our first times a Ferrari wheel. Whoa, 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 whoa! Little drift action.
All right. This car is really, this car has really good balance. I mean, this is one you should start with, I think, really.
Now I'm curious which car's the all-wheel drive, because I know they were waiting. Remember when we interviewed Tony?
Yeah, because it was going to be a whole new thing.
Well, no, the all-wheel drive was the one that was still most in development, I think. So I wondered if it's none of these cars. Fun track. Knock some cones down.
This is a really fun track, dude. So we'll do this car and combo tonight.
Or Daytona. More people will have Daytona.
That's true.
I don't see a lot of road course guys. It's a great road course. might be flat out through there. Go on, bring it down, get it down, get it down. Oh, you got it, you got it. Yeah. It's obviously not the optimal way through there, but this will lay down a good lap for us here.
This is a great car right here. This is going to make for some incredible racing is what it's going to do.
All three of them are. It'll be kind of cool is like, because this one's pretty similar to the track car. Whichever one's faster, you could do some handicapping.
Yes, that'd be great.
That'd be a great?
That'd be a great. That was a good lap.
Yeah, 1:38.973. Little star. You might have missed it. I think you bumped some cones, but all right, parking. Let's check out the details of this car real quick. See if we can figure out which one's the all-wheel drive and wrap this up. Listen to that thing.
Oh, this is a great day.
Man, that is one of my favorite sounds in all of racing. That car.
Well, like I said, if you've ever been to a racing event that wasn't like the ultimate super pro, you're going to see fields and fields and fields of Porsches or RUFs or cars that resemble what we're driving here today.
Okay, so the track is normally aspirated, 500 horsepower, 6-speed sequential, and it doesn't say...
It's a little lighter, 25.
Dual ABS braking system. So there's the RT12R C-Spec, the RT12R R-wheel drive, and the RT12R track. So the C-Spec is a 6-cylinder, 3.8-liter aspirated. So both the racers are aspirated.
And that one's 450 horsepower, 324 torque.
And then they're saying that the track car is the one that gives the McLaren a run. And this is the rear-wheel drive.
730 horsepower, twin turbos.
That's the street car.
And it weighs a ton, 3175.
The RUF rear-wheel drive hits a top speed of 230 miles per hour. All right, I'm gonna take the track car out of California. I have yet to drive California, so my turn. So what'd you think of the wheel?
The wheel feels incredible. Very, very smooth wheel. At the same time, you have that force feedback cranked up a lot, and I honestly was a little...
Probably borderline too much.
Well, and I was a little concerned. I was like, this is the first time I've felt that kind of force feedback in this wheel yet. And it came through. I mean, it was solid, and it was, I mean, the smoothness at the same time is pretty amazing for a wheel of that level. I was pretty shocked, actually. See the tire temps.
That's just showing the PSI. Let me try to spin this thing. Yeah, that feels like rear-wheel drive.
Yeah, I think they're all rear-wheel.
Now it's some of the tire temps. Pressures. That's up. Right rear is 23.
So a couple things I want to say about the car now that I'm sitting here watching Darin, but when I think of a Porsche, and again, I've never driven a 911 based Porsche. I've driven a flatbug, which is a mid-engine, but the 911 is an unusual car. It's a rear engine car. I mean, the engine is actually behind the rear wheels, and that is not a very common configuration. Not a lot of cars on the planet that have tried that configuration, and yet this is a design they've been running since the 60s, and to this day they've expanded it with all-wheel drive, more power, more turbos, more aerodynamics, incredible braking, which I think Porsches have always been known for, and it's still that Porsche handling dynamic that makes them so distinct. For Ferraris, it's sort of the sound. For Porsches, it's the handling, the sound
and
too.
The sound, yeah.
I mean, and that's another thing. They've got that flat 6-cylinder motor. So you think of most engines, people say a V8 or a V6, and a Porsche, it's not a V. It's a flat engine. Some people call them boxer engines, I believe. but it makes a different sound when the cylinders, and what I mean by that, might as well give you a little lesson. A V engine, the cylinders are actually in the shape of a V. And in the case of a flat motor or a Boxster like a Subaru or a Porsche, the cylinders are actually opposing each other, going completely opposite. And it makes for a distinct sound.
Makes for a really cool sound.
So here's a quarter that was killing me. Which one are you in?
Huh?
Which one are you in?
I'm in the track.
That was the stickiest of the three, right?
I didn't drive the C-Spec.
This is the first one you put me in.
Yes.
Okay, I didn't drive this one in this track, right? This is when I drove it.
No, you drove this at Daytona. Oh, there's my spin.
So, I mean, needless to say, this version of California, now that I'm just as the observer, not the driver, I have spent days and days and days at California Speedway. I've been at every inch of this place, both inside and outside of the boundaries of the racetrack. And I'm pretty blown away, because I mean, to say that I feel like I'm at home, yeah, that was awesome. But, I mean, even some of the features of the track, like the smokestacks from the steel mill in the back, you've got the water tower in the middle. Again, this is right where I blew my go-kart motor at the end of my final race there at California. Little lean stuck motor.
Well, you know what's cool? It's got rumble strips.
Major ones.
Yeah, like
kickers.
There's a better way around there. All throughout the infield like a real road course, so it's not like you're just going around cones the whole time.
Right. I had season tickets right there as we went past the main grandstand.
Yeah, you let me borrow those one time.
Yeah. Actually had my name on the seat. That was a fun little section
of my life. Cole Brothers or something?
Yeah, Cole Brothers. Me and my brother. We go there every year for every race. I'd love to take a full-bodied car out on this track.
I'm so bummed that I didn't now. Had the opportunity, like I said, in my Camaro, they had track days there.
You know, we've raved about running at Daytona. That's one of my all-time favorite Rovals. And California Speedway is similar in that it's unique. It's not just a typical layout. It's a lot of fun to drive. It's a driver's course, which a lot of Rovals kind of get simple in their way. This is not a simple configuration at all. This right here is just tricky. Getting this fast will be so huge because it opens up onto a huge straightaway here.
Well, I'm clipping this. This is flat.
Yeah. Not in the big car, but...
Man, this thing is so... Whoa, whoa.
You can hear, that's the beautiful thing. You hear him hit that rumble strip, and you hear the flex of the tranny, you hear the flex of the drivetrain, the tires, that noise that the car's making as it's trying to lay down the power, but having additional frictional forces put upon it. I mean, that's
137.3.
Nice. That's authentic. That's what you hear at a real racetrack, especially at this level of car.
So I think we should wrap it up. Go have some fun.
Yeah, and like we said, we're going to get something set up this evening, so I'm going to get this video cranked out as fast as possible. We'll put a notification in our forum, and we're going to run, what, some McLarens against Porches, or maybe different variations of Porches based on your skill level. Definitely got to have some fun with this car tonight.
Maybe put them in the same class.
Yeah.
I think that, and see what happens. So for Sean Cole, I'm Darin Ganji. Hopefully you've enjoyed this test drive of the three new Porches roofs that are coming out today on iRacing and Auto Club Speedway. Man, that's a lot of fun. For the road course too, man. If you thought, oh, that's just another oval, that is a fun road course right there. So anyway, it's gonna wrap things up. Maybe we'll see you on the track later.